Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Now I have not been on in a while and I have finally hit 200 subscribers. How awesome is that? So I'm just going to quickly introduce myself. My name is Sarah. I am almost 27 as of filming this. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. I am a young mum to an almost 2-year-old. She will also be 2 this year. I'm married and I live in Australia. So that's just a little bit about myself. So I'm a bit nervous because I haven't done this in a while, but as you can see, I'm still actually in my pajamas. It is the 5th of January, so we're off to a new year. Christmas was awesome. We went and we spent Christmas in South Australia with my brother, which has kind of kick-started the idea for all of this. Me and my little brother, when we were young, we both had like lots of big goals and like big dreams we had, and then I got sick, so that put a damper on things. And then he met the person he was going to marry, so he kind of just grew up and he had some different things that had to happen in life. But kind of when we were together over Christmas, we really realized that, you know, we're both still really young, and, you know, goals we had or dreams we had or things we wanted to do, like just because we're married now, we have children now, or things like that, doesn't kind of mean it can't happen. And we just really, I guess, lit the fire under each other, sort of. I was quite selfish, I guess, when I was younger, before getting married, definitely, because I had like goals and I had lots of time for things I wanted to do, so I could do everything I wanted to do and still have my downtime. Whereas kind of now, my downtime, like I'd rather be sleeping, and so I guess that's like a lazy thing, but it's not lazy at the same time. Like that is a form of self-care, but I kind of need to work back on the self-care I had back in the day. Like my self-care was like working out. I loved working out. Like that was a huge thing. Fitness was a huge part of my life back then. Before getting sick, I was studying to become a personal trainer. Like I had a dream of like doing bikini competitions and things like that. Modesty standards and being more in depth in the Bible, and my relationship with the Lord, I probably wouldn't do a bikini competition nowadays, but I've always kind of wanted to see if I could get that body. Even if I never competed, like it's more of just a mental thing, or just something about I did it and I checked it off the list. Like that was kind of always how I saw that. So yeah, and also he used to play golf back in the day, and golf, like, it's not like if you play it how he played it, like he wanted to become a professional golfer. So like that, again, like it's a very selfish kind of thing. You're playing every single day. It is a full day thing. And then, you know, so like that's what I mean by that. Like we had lots of things we were doing, and then kind of when other people come into it, you know, you have different goals and different things you're moving towards. So yeah, but being with him just made me realize that I can kind of hopefully do both again. Because there are lots of hours in the day. Matilda is getting a little bit older. She doesn't need me as much. So I really want to kind of use the next couple of years before we start homeschooling to kind of get into a really good routine and kind of check off some of the goals before, you know, I have to start teaching, because that's going to take up a lot of time. So I want to be in a really good routine. So this year I really want to just try to focus on goals, especially health related goals. My husband and I would like maybe another baby next year. So I really want to focus this year 100% on just being healthy, trying to lose weight, because I have gained weight. Being in this season of life that I'm in, it has been quite stressful. That's another reason that you haven't seen me as much. I have filmed a lot of videos. You haven't seen them, but because I go to edit them and I just don't really feel right about posting them because they haven't made sense if I cut certain things out. But I'm just going to kind of give you a very small Cliff Notes version. Like I said, my daughter is almost 2, but she's not going to be 2 forever. I do not believe in parents putting lots of information about their children out on the internet, and things like that. Very personal things, health related things. I think that is a little off. But I'm just going to kind of tell you what happened because it wasn't anything serious. A few months ago, Matilda was having just some issues. We thought that it was dietary, So the doctor thought she could be allergic to something. It turns out she wasn't, but in the process of trying to eliminate or do things, it was just a complete accident, like a misdiagnosis. But it could have been something very serious. But we had to do something with her food. We had to have tests done, so that just blew the budget out. We're buying different foods, more expensive foods. Some things, it was just, yeah. So the grocery hauls, it was just full of all these foods. We were blowing the budget basically every single week. The budget just, yeah. Certain tests and things in Australia now, they're very different. Back in the, like a few years ago, pre-COVID basically, a lot of things were covered by just Medicare, but now you need Medicare and healthcare and think, like, otherwise you've got to pay for certain things. So that was something we were having, because we don't have a healthcare card, but we have Medicare. So the budget was just, basically non-existent. But we're happy we had the emergency fund. Our emergency fund is basically completely depleted now. But that's what it's there for. So in those times, you have money to pull in. So that's why. So like the food, like if I hadn't really explained on the day-to-day what was going on with like the food or the budget, and at that point we thought it was a lot more serious than what was happening. But she is perfectly fine now. She's back on all normal foods. Everything is going back to normal. It was just a bit of a mistake that had happened. Obviously there's a lot more than that, but like I said, I don't want to talk about it too deeply because it's her personal information. But that's just why you haven't seen budgeting or the food hauls, because they were so different because of something that was going on with her, and I just did not feel comfortable putting things like that out there. So the new goals, the new budget, we're just going to quickly jump into it, and hopefully we stick to it. I normally am sticking to things behind the scenes. It's just I do forget to film it, or Matilda's having issues. Like I always say, I'm a mum first. This is just a fun hobby, something I hope is helping other people with the budgeting or hopefully losing the baby weight. That is so difficult. Like I said, back in the day before having kids, before getting married, I was like a fitness freak. I always had time to work out. I was always at the gym. It was just something that was so natural. But now I am really struggling to get back into the routine with it. Okay, so first things first, we're just going to quickly go over the budget a little bit. If you don't know, well, my husband is starting a new job next month, but I'm not going to talk about that just yet. We'll talk about that when we get there next month. But I do money envelopes. I've forgotten to grab them. It's just this huge thing. But basically the food budget, I've had to bump that up a lot. It is quite annoying, but it is what it is. So I don't talk about how much we do for giving because that's a personal thing for everybody. We do just give money. That's it. But the food budget, it was $400. I am hoping now that Matilda is feeling a bit better and things are going back to normal with that, I can shave that down quite a lot. Before we had the stuff going on with Matilda, it was $300 a fortnight. I had to bump it up to $400. It was originally like $250. And then just, inflation and everything happened. But now it's $400. So I'm hoping maybe I can knock that back down to $300. Christmas gets $30 a fortnight. I do this in fortnights. My husband gets paid in fortnight. That might again change with his new position he's starting at next month. Matilda gets pocket money every single month, and I also have something that is like just for her needs, things she might need when we go to buy her a big girl bed, all of that kind of stuff. So I put $20 a fortnight away for all of that. So she gets $5 pocket money, and then $15 goes in the Matilda's needs fund. And then I leave money like for certain things in a pocket account in the bank, so that pays for my gym membership, Netflix, Weight Watchers, like those are all direct debits. And then we've got the family fund. I put $20 a fortnight in that. We don't normally use that unless it is a long weekend, so we just save all that and we do something fun on a long weekend. Spending for the fortnight is $100. So basically that is kind of, if we're out, we want to go for coffee, we can do coffee. Matilda might need something, it's just everyday spending or whatever. That's why the family fund isn't as much, because we do tend to use that on weekends as well. Savings, so I want to put $100 a fortnight away for savings. And then the glow up, which we are currently doing, I'll talk about that a little bit. I'm putting money away for that as well, which is $30 a fortnight. And then I also put $20 a fortnight away for clothes. That is for seasonal clothes. So every 3 months, you know, if you need new socks, underwear, things like that, things you will always need that aren't like, oh, I'm going to the op shop and I'm going to spend whatever, that comes out of like spending money. So basically my husband gives me $7.50 a fortnight, and that all comes out of that. For that, he takes care of all of the other bills with the money he has. So he basically just gives me housekeeping and I deal with all of that. His bills are like the car, mortgage, strata, and all of that. We might have to rejuggle the budget a little bit because we keep getting lovely little notices in the mail about our rates and all of that going up. Power, you know, it's all going up. So with his new job starting next month, he does get a pay increase. So hopefully things won't change too much. It's all just going to really balance each other out. So my goal this year is to save $2,500. And my husband also has a saving goal as well. I think he wants to save $5,000. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also want to stick to the meal plan. So basically, my husband will eat something really easy for lunch, and Matilda, she started eating sandwiches and all of that. So it's more dinners that I really struggle with. So dinners, I've got a meal plan now this year for dinners, so hopefully we can stick to that. We were having issues with Matilda's issue, like we were all eating different things. So now hopefully we can all just eat the same thing, and that will really help with money. So my meal plan is butter chicken, sausages and bread. Matilda and Ben both really like that, and of course you can put a salad with that. Chicken like rissoles with lots of vegetables or salad during summer. Tacos, I like those because you can load those with salad and corn and, like, you know, really nice things. Burgers, again, I like mine in a wrap, not in a bun with lots of salad. Ben likes his with the lot, and Matilda doesn't actually like the bread. She just likes the patties with she just likes the patties with vegetables. Pies with vegetables, and of course on a Sunday a really good lamb roast. So I'm really hoping we can stick to that, and you'll see that in the next grocery haul, how much all of that costs, and if we think that we can wriggle things around, because like I said, I really want to try to get that food budget down again, because I don't think it needs to be that expensive. This is the first shop I'm going to be doing with the doctor putting Matilda back on all normal foods, because that only just recently happened right before Christmas. And then I have some family goals. I want to spend more time with Matilda, just one-on-one, like without the TV on in the background, or maybe going out. I really want to stick to the budget. I want to keep on top of the house cleaning this year. I want to start doing some decluttering. And another thing I really want to start doing is date nights again with my husband, even if we have to take Matilda. But I want to get out of the house maybe once a fortnight, go somewhere nice outside of the home, you know, just really start to try to reconnect and things like that. Our marriage is perfectly fine, but I really miss doing that. Before having Matilda, we used to go out quite a lot, and we don't now. So even bringing her with us, because she's getting to that age now where she will sit and enjoy the meal, kind of. So there's that. And then we want to start saving some money to do the home renovations. And then my personal goals. So obviously I want to do like a bit of the glow up thing, which is why I put money aside for it. I think the reason I've always failed in the past is because I feel guilty or selfish. Either spending money on myself with that, or just the time being away from my family, doing things for myself. So this year I really want to work on that and do it as just personal self-care. Because normally when Matilda is sleeping, I'm either trying to do this or I have a nap because I am tired and I want to get out of doing the nap so I can focus on all my other goals. So I want to continue doing my Bible study. We've got a Bible plan that we do, and I normally get to do it for like the first month, and then I just get tired and stop doing it. So I really want to stick to that this year. I want to stick to working out 5 days a week. I really want to work on just the self-care and my skincare routine. I've already done my capsule wardrobe, so I can tick that off the list. I really want to lose weight. And then I also want to read 12 books this year. And I've already told you about my personal saving goal, which is to save $2,500. So that is my goals for this year. Let me know some of your goals, and some of the goals that I accomplished last year. I can't really think of them, but I know the biggest one was that I finally got my driver's license, and I was really happy with that. I still don't drive anywhere because I hate driving, but my goal was just to actually have it. So I have to think about some of the other personal goals that I tackled last year, but I'm really hoping this year that I can make at least some of these work. But my biggest one is I just really want to get healthy, because like I said, we do want to expand our family and I just don't feel healthy. So it's not so much just about the weight loss. I do need to lose some body fat, but it is more, I just want to feel healthy, get on the right track for when we do have another baby or when we do start homeschooling, just to have a really good routine set up. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and let me know your goals, and we'll see where this year takes us in this season of life.